Plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. A little time with me.
'Twas the week before the Masked Singer finale, and we were gifted with not one, not two, but 3 eliminations in a 2-night holiday spectacular. I'm Charlie O'Keefe.
And I'm Deidre Behar. Yeah, unfortunately, we said sayonara to the Thingamajig and the Leopard. But before we get into that, we gotta pay our respects to the Christmas tree who was chopped down in last night's episode. Hate to say it, we called it!
Called it.
Yeah, you know, we're such big fans of Anna Gasteyer, and she is an actress who I want to see more of in 2020. I think this was a perfect show for her. It really showcased that she's not just the funny girl that we're used to seeing, like, of course, in the Soup Nazi episode on Seinfeld or on SNL. She's really like a multi-hyphenate, and she is such a talent, and I think this show was so perfect for her. Did you enjoy her?
I also thought it was ironic she went home on a Christmas episode while she's out talking about her Christmas album that just came out right now.
Yes, Sugar and Booze!
She's out there right now, and in my favorite recurring event here, I am pulling the receipts on yet another celebrity who was caught denying their own involvement in The Masked Singer, only to be unmasked later on The Masked Singer in a blatant lie. Take a look.
If you might think it's me, and I'm not saying it is me, I'll tell you a great way to find out, and that's to buy my album, Sugar and Booze. It's available on Amazon.
All right, let's get back to the latest eliminations. Everyone's favorite furry green monster. No, not the Grinch, the Thingamajig.
Victor Oladipo.
Again, I just can't get enough of these like really feel-good stories on The Masked Singer. Victor Oladipo, what a guy. He's had such a tough year, which he alluded to several times on the show. Of course, the biggest obstacle being his knee injury, which set him back. But in a way, it kind of opened the opportunity for him to come do The Masked Singer.
Yes.
And we got so much good music out of him. How are you feeling?
I'm sad, but I'm also happy maybe Nicole has a date now. We don't know. It could happen.
We can go anywhere, anytime, any place. Anywhere, anytime, any place.
The other thing that I think is really cool about the Thingamajig was how much he talked about family throughout this whole process. Of course, his sister who is hearing impaired, and then he mentioned his parents who came to this country with nothing. Both of his parents are immigrants, his mom from Nigeria, his dad from Sierra Leone. And I think this is the American dream, seeing your son not be an NBA star, but also a singing star.
Both at once.
Incredible.
Different types of stars, but we support both of them.
Yes.
And I thought the gift clue that they brought out was really a big one that gave it away. It looked like an Indiana Jones style hat and whip. Well, he plays on the Indiana Pacers.
Ba-dum-bum.
Got him. But the Thingamajig wasn't the only performer that was revealed. We also said goodbye to the Leopard. Everyone, please send Deidre your condolences. How are you feeling?
Not great.
She's not okay.
Not well.
Take a look.
Composure.
Are you going to be okay?
No, I'm probably going to be unwell for at least the next 12 or so hours. Anybody who has watched this after show knows I stan Seal. This guy has got a heart of gold, so much talent. I loved watching him compete on this show. This is a guy who really has so much fun, and you can see it with how he did this entire process, and the fact that he really did it for his kids really just sort of won me over and put me even more over the edge.
He kept calling them his cubs. I thought it was so adorable, and I think tonight after he did get unmasked, his kids are definitely going to be proud. I mean, what a cool thing to do.
The coolest thing and the coolest way to end the year, in my opinion. Of course, in the clue package tonight for the Leopard, the Brahms Lullaby music sheet. Of course, Seal recorded a version of that song in German. He is that talented. He can sing in different languages. The other thing I noticed was the CD that said canceled. So I had 2 theories on this one. Number one, in 2001, fans were awaiting the arrival of possibly a new album called Togetherland, and it got canceled. So it could have referred to that. The other meaning, the second meaning, could possibly mean that he felt like part of canceled culture.
No,
after
not
all the,
Seal.
no, trust me, anything but Seal. Please do not cancel Seal. After all the drama with his divorce and Heidi Klum played out, and he felt kind of like kicked down and knocked over by the media and fans and whatnot. So, I don't know, lots of multiple meanings. At the end of the day, I am very upset that the Leopard did not win, but I am thrilled that he had such a victorious run on the show.
And also, we saw it in his gift clue. He has a 2-year diploma in architecture, which I found out.
Because he is extremely talented.
I mean, this man literally does it all. Yes. He can build a home, sing, go on The Masked Singer, dance, everything.
We're not worthy. I love you, Seal. Charlie, I don't know about you, but the only thing I'm asking for this Christmas is a recording of the Fox's festive performance tonight.
And this Christmas, it will be a very special Christmas.
Listen, I know daytime television. It's what I care about most. And I know Fran Drescher had a show, and someone made an appearance.
Indeed.
What'd you find out?
Wayne Brady, who we have suspected has been the Fox all along, actually performed this exact same song on the short-lived but highly amazing Fran Drescher show. Take a listen.
And this Christmas, it will be a very special Christmas for me.
Sang the exact same song and sounds the exact same.
I kind of love that, though.
Absolutely. You go, Wayne Brady.
He has a good cover of that song. Also, we saw in the clue package a lot of bowing. I think you've mentioned this before as well. Wayne's done Broadway. This isn't something strange to see him do. He can definitely nod to his Broadway resume, bowing all the time in his clue package. Also, we saw palm trees in the background at one point. Now, I didn't notice this the first time, but I rewinded.
I didn't notice that, yeah.
Watched it again. He was born in Georgia, but grew up in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, well.
Makes sense to me.
Huge indicator right there. My other big kind of red flag that was like, this is Wayne Brady, in case we haven't said that enough on this show, was the gift that he brought out at the end of his performance. It was a picture of the rabbit from last season of The Masked Singer. Of course, the rabbit was Joey Fatone. Now, Wayne Brady and Joey Fatone are very close friends, lots of pictures of them together. In fact, earlier this year, Wayne was a guest on Joey's podcast.
Up next, the Rottweiler certainly took us to the bright side with his killer performance. I love this guy.
I know you do.
And I love this cover of Mr. Brightside. It was different, it was great, and he has some vocals.
Yeah.
I've said it once and I will keep saying it.
Well, we think this is Chris Daughtry. We're still sticking with our guns on that one. I actually Googled, is Chris Daughtry a Killers fan? And he mentioned that in a Rolling Stone article many, many years ago. So we have that going for him there. The other big thing that I noticed was a Christmas gift that was addressed to Cadence. At first I was like, is that maybe his wife's name or one of his kids' names? It's actually the name of his band when he was in high school, Cadence. We need not say more.
No, literally nothing else. But I did wonder one thing. Let us know in the comments below. We saw a passport in the clue package. I could not find anything of what that could relate to. Did you pick up on anything?
Unclear on the passport. I know that the man travels the globe singing and entertaining.
That could be enough.
The other big thing that I noticed was the presence of a comic book.
Yes.
And we've talked about this actually before on this show. Chris is such a gifted artist, and if you follow him on Instagram, you see all the drawings and renderings of beautiful superhero or comic book themed things, which actually was the gift that he brought out on stage, a custom drawing for the judges. So the webs are tangling together. Something about those pink fluffy feathers that take me to church every single time. Get ready to feel goosebumps. Here's the Flamingo. Did you get goosebumps?
I did. I love that song. It's one of my favorite songs of all time, and that cover is one I will be playing on YouTube over and over again.
Completely on repeat. If you love, we think this is Adrienne by Lon Houghton. If you love her and you love that cover, chances are you're a fan also of her husband, Israel Houghton, who is an incredible religious Christian artist. The two of them have collaborated several times, but there's one song that I think fans really, really love. Take a listen.
He's aware of everything. You are not alone. He's with you.
And speaking of Israel, what else did you find in that clue package?
Well, the gift clue was a globe with Israel pinned. I mean,
That is a large statement.
they're making it pretty easy for us here.
Some smaller statements I did pick up on though. We saw pancakes. She is a big advocate for a recipe of vegan apple pie pancakes. She posts about it all the times on her website, on her YouTube. I love it. I need to try them and make them at home. Also, we saw an applause sign. The Real is a studio audience TV show that would nod to her current career in TV.
I love that. All the applause for you, Flamingo.
Yes. So we bid adieu to Anna Gasteyer, Victor Oladipo, and the one-name wonder Seal, which means we are officially down to the final top 3 Masked Singers.
Yes, we are. Next week, the Flamingo, the Rottweiler, and the Fox will battle it out to see who will take the ultimate Golden Mask trophy. Let's make a bet. Who do you got?
I'm going with my current favorite, the Rottweiler. How about you?
Well, you know I was rooting for the Leopard, but I also really, really, really love my girl, the Flamingo.
And what team are you guys on? Let us know in the comments below, and join us next week. We will be live to recap all the finale fun.
Yes, we will be live. I can't wait. I'm at Deidre Behar.
And I'm at Charles A. O'Keefe. It's finale time.